What initially started as a routine task of organizing some old files quickly spiraled into a full-blown public scandal. Jordon Hudson, the current girlfriend of NFL coaching legend Bill Belichick, recently discovered an old email sent by Linda Holiday, Belichick's ex-girlfriend, back in 2015. What might have seemed like an innocuous file cleanup soon became the catalyst for a major confrontation. Hudson stumbled upon the message and, after reading its contents, felt compelled to take action. The email, which was full of emotion and personal confessions from Holiday, unleashed a fiery response from Hudson. She was quick to express her anger and disappointment with Holiday, labeling her actions as pathetic and accusing her of living in delusional denial. According to the Daily Mail, the email was riddled with a mix of jealousy, self-pity, and desperation, with Holiday expressing her insecurities about Belichick's relationship with Debbie Clark, his ex-wife. Holiday's words were filled with emotional pleas for affection, with statements like "I'm the one who loves you, respects you, and tries never to ask for too much," which she clearly hoped would pull on Belichick's heartstrings. But for Hudson, the message wasn't a display of vulnerability, it was an embarrassing cry for attention. Her response was cutting and filled with sarcastic disbelief. "Given how pathetic and embarrassing it is, I suppose he must want her back." This wasn't just about reacting to the email. Hudson was ready to fight back in the most public way possible. After being branded a gold digger by Holiday, Hudson refused to take the insult lying down. Rather than keeping quiet or letting the accusations slide, she went on the offensive. She shared portions of the email with the public, exposing the raw content that had been tucked away for years. But she didn't stop there. Hudson's retaliation came with an extra sting, as she taunted Holiday with a venomous question. "Could someone please ask Ms. Holiday what she wants me to do with this letter?" Hudson's words weren't just a defense of her relationship with Belichick. They were a powerful declaration that she wasn't going to be silenced. She made it clear that she was neither intimidated by Holiday's attempts to hold on to the past nor concerned with any public perception of being a gold digger. Hudson fired back with a cold response, writing, "She should burn that letter so she can keep pretending her fairy tale didn't collapse years ago." These words were not just a rebuttal, they were a reminder to Holiday that the past was gone, and there was no going back to it. Hudson wasn't simply defending herself. She was asserting her position as Belichick's current partner and shutting down any claims to his past relationships. Hudson and Belichick's relationship has attracted significant attention, especially after they officially became a couple in 2023. However, their relationship had been in the public eye long before that. The two met 2 years earlier on a flight to Florida, and since then, their age gap, nearly 50 years, has become a focal point of much of the media coverage. The relationship has been controversial due to the generational divide and the constant scrutiny it invites. Despite the attention, the couple has continued to move forward, unapologetically navigating the complexities of their public relationship. The age gap between the two has been discussed in almost every headline, sparking debates about whether such a relationship can survive in the spotlight. However, what's undeniable is the media fascination surrounding them, as they have consistently made waves with their presence in the media. And it shows no signs of dying down. Just when it seemed like their relationship was becoming a regular fixture in the tabloids, the couple made headlines again in a big way, thanks to an interview they did for CBS that quickly went viral. The interview only fueled further public curiosity about their relationship, offering more insight into how they navigate their age gap and the intense media spotlight they find themselves under. But there was more to the story than just relationship dynamics. In emails obtained by RAL News, it was revealed that Hudson's involvement with Belichick went beyond just being his girlfriend. She was also a contributing factor in his latest professional project, his new book. "I included Jordon in the acknowledgments because she brought creative ideas, like the special multi-page format," Belichick wrote. This new revelation gave fans a glimpse into Hudson's deeper role in Belichick's life, showing that her involvement wasn't just limited to being his partner. She had also contributed creatively to one of his major professional projects, solidifying her place, not just in his personal life, but also in his professional world. The ongoing drama surrounding Belichick, Hudson, and Holiday has become an explosive storyline, one that keeps getting more complex and layered with each new development. As fans and media outlets continue to dissect the situation, there is no shortage of opinions on the matter. Hudson's public responses have not been without controversy. But one thing is clear, she's not afraid to speak her mind and defend her place in Belichick's life. Whether it's confronting Holiday's past attempts to get his attention, or calling out the media for mischaracterizing her, Hudson has shown that she's not just going to sit idly by. She's actively shaping her narrative and making sure her voice is heard. As the drama unfolds, the lines between personal lives and public perception continue to blur. With the media's constant spotlight on Hudson and Belichick, it's easy to forget that they are real people, not just figures in a soap opera. But with every public jab, every tweet, and every interview, they continue to fuel the fire, keeping the public hooked on their every move. The personal lives of high-profile individuals often become fodder for media consumption. But in this case, the involvement of Hudson, Belichick, and Holiday has sparked something more than just casual gossip. It's turned into a public spectacle, with serious implications for their personal and professional lives. As the saga continues, fans, media outlets, and even casual observers are left to wonder how much of this is real and how much of it is simply a well-crafted narrative. As the drama continues to unfold, it's clear that the saga involving Jordon Hudson, Bill Belichick, and Linda Holiday has struck a chord with fans and the media alike. The story isn't just about relationships or personal feuds. There's a bigger picture here, one that involves the intersection of celebrity, public perception, and the way media narratives are shaped. The fact that Hudson has been so open about defending herself against Holiday's accusations shows that she's not just a passive figure in Belichick's life. She's actively engaging with the media, taking control of the narrative, and making sure that her voice is heard. While the media has painted her as a gold digger, Hudson has used those very same outlets to speak her truth, making it clear that she's not to be underestimated. This is where the media's role becomes crucial. For years, outlets have lauded Linda Holiday as a prominent figure in Belichick's life, but now, the tables have turned. Hudson is no longer just a side note in the story. She is at the center of it, and she's not backing down. By releasing parts of the email and calling out Holiday's behavior, Hudson has made herself a player in this public drama, shifting the focus away from Holiday and putting herself in the spotlight. It's clear that she's not just going to stand by while others attempt to define her role. In Belichick's life, she's creating her own narrative, one that allows her to take ownership of the situation and challenge the stories that have been told about her from many fans. The public feud between Hudson and Holiday has become a symbol of a larger issue in celebrity culture, the way relationships are commodified and consumed by the public. While it's natural for people to be curious about the personal lives of high-profile figures, this constant scrutiny often leads to the creation of narratives that don't necessarily reflect the full truth. In this case, the media has tried to paint a picture of Hudson as a homewrecker or a gold digger, but her actions and her words are beginning to push back against that. By making her voice heard and challenging the narratives that have been constructed around her, Hudson is forcing fans to reconsider the assumptions they've made about her. The public's reaction to this feud has been nothing short of intense. As Hudson released details about the email, the reaction from fans was immediate and overwhelming. Social media exploded with comments and opinions, many calling for Holiday to be held accountable for her actions. The hashtag ban JC Sheldon quickly gained traction, with fans demanding not just an apology, but a real consequence for what they saw as a deliberate attack on Clark. The calls for justice were amplified by the fact that Holiday had been allowed to get away with her actions for so long without facing any real repercussions. Fans were angry, and they weren't going to let this incident slide without a fight.